It is 9:15. Today is day 1 of the O.W.L.s Readathon 2019 week 2. Just so you're aware, these vlogs have turned into readathon vlogs plus updates on my Game of Thrones rewatch. This week is my final push to finish before the new season premieres on Sunday. I do want to get through 3 books, but Game of Thrones is slightly a priority. It is 2 o'clock, and I know I said Game of Thrones was the priority, but I haven't watched any Game of Thrones yet. I've actually been reading while blogging. I'm working on a blog post that was actually supposed to be up in February. It's for my art blog. It's my Oscars 2019 Best Dressed. I've officially reached the halfway point in the Raven Boys. I have 5 hours left, which technically I could finish today, but for now I'm gonna put it to the side and move on to Game of Thrones. I'm only a couple of episodes away from the Red Wedding, and I'm dreading it. Okay, so I'm in the middle of watching Game of Thrones, and I saw that Chris Tucker posted this picture yesterday. It is him and Jackie Chan, and they're both holding up the number 4, as in Rush Hour 4. My brother and I love the Rush Hour movies. We go back to those movies so many times. We just love those movies. They make us so incredibly happy. Oh my gosh. This is so, I hope this is real. Don't mess with me, Chris Tucker. Don't mess with me, Jackie, because this is exciting. I will be there on opening night, like I swear. I love him so much. Here's the thing. We can all agree Joffrey is the worst. Probably the worst TV character ever, although Ramsay Bolton gives him a run for his money. There is a period of time on the show where it seems like Marjorie Tyrell might actually be having an influence on him, like possibly softening him, and then Season 3, Episode 6. It cuts to a scene of Joffrey walking away with his crossbow. There's a girl who has been shot through with arrows from that crossbow. After that period of Joffrey not really doing anything terrible, it's very jarring, and it gets me every time. And I'm just like, actually shook. Like, you know, people say, no, like, I'm actually shook. He's just an awful person. It's time for the Red Wedding. I don't want to do it. I'm actually like hyperventilating a little bit. It hasn't happened yet, but I've already started crying. I'm so scared. I hate this episode so much. I don't even know what the worst death is. They go after Robb Stark's pregnant wife first. It makes you want to vomit. And then they attack Robb and the mom, but they're not dead yet. And then they kill Robb. And then the mom, basically watching her son die, does kill her. And then they actually kill her. And the final credits don't even have music. That's how gut-wrenching this episode is. I think it's almost 10 o'clock. I actually haven't started season 4 yet because I took a short break to go downstairs and watch the Angels game. They were playing a home game against the Brewers. We won. Whoop, whoop. I just needed to change pace for a little bit, but now I'm back. I'm gonna watch some Game of Thrones, see how far I can get. I probably won't do any more reading tonight, but who knows, maybe. I am at a good spot in my book right now, so I'm feeling good about that. By the way, I don't know if I ever mentioned what exam Raven Boys is for. I'm reading Raven Boys for Defense Against the Dark Arts Reducto, title starting with R, and that can include titles that start with words like the. So the Raven Boys still counts. I could even listen to a chapter right now just to do it. Here we go. Chapter 23.
As soon as the helicopter had touched down, Gansey leapt from the cabin and strode into the thigh-high grass as if he owned the place.
I think I'll take 2 chickens.
I can finally go to bed now because Joffrey is dead. I am ending on season 4, episode 3. That's my last update for the night, even though it has nothing to do with reading. I promise I'm gonna read when I get up tomorrow. It is 12:37 a.m. I didn't vlog at all yesterday, so instead of the 9th, it is now the 10th. I didn't read a ton, but I did read some. I made it to chapter 32 in the Raven Boys. I'm hoping to focus and finish tomorrow. I also went ahead and got started on the Heather Hills of Stonewick by Michael Phillips and Judith Pella. This is actually the entire trilogy in one book, but I'm just reading the first book. I made it all the way to page 34. This book is for my arithmancy exam. I have to read a book by more than one author, and there you go, there are 2 authors. I don't know much about the story other than it deals with a family and their property in Scotland. Apparently it's a very, very Scottish trilogy, which I'm all about because I'm a Stuart, so gotta have that Scottish pride. I've made it to Game of Thrones season 5 episode 1. I'm gonna finish up and then head to bed. Tomorrow I'm gonna force myself to blog while I'm listening to the Raven Boys audiobook. There are things that have to get done, some of which need to be done by Sunday because they're Game of Thrones related. Gotta be a little more productive outside of these 2 things tomorrow. It is past 1 a.m., so I'm just gonna give you a quick update. Didn't vlog yesterday either. Just kind of struggling with some stuff. Feeling a little camera shy. Vlogging every day can be really difficult because even though you're not filming every single second of your life, things are pretty transparent. The past 2 days I've just felt really self-conscious, but I'm just gonna push through. It is what it is. I did finish a book today. I finished listening to the Raven Boys. It took me a lot longer than I wanted it to because I'm just really struggling with auditory learning. I've actually always struggled with this and I love audiobooks, but sometimes it can be really hard. It's not the easiest thing for me, but I think it also is a good challenge for me because if I don't learn well that way, it challenges my brain to work a little harder. So for me, it's kind of like doing like a puzzle or something like that. Anyways, I finished the Raven Boys and I read 5 more chapters in the Heather Hills of Stonewick. Tomorrow, the plan is to actually start a graphic novel. I was gonna read, I think it's called Stars Above. It's the Lunar Chronicles book of short stories, but I don't own it, so I was gonna listen to the audiobook, but that's not available on Scribd until I think the 21st of April. Which is still within the readathon, but the graphic novel called Wires and Nerve is available right now. So I could get Scribd on my iPad and read a graphic novel. I actually love graphic novels and I don't read them a lot. I should. And then, because my goal is to finish 3 books per week, I have to decide if I'm gonna push through and try and finish the Heather Hills of Stonewick this week, or another book that I could finish by Sunday. That's what I've been up to today, and my plans for the rest of the week. I've still been watching Game of Thrones. Today I watched, I think, 6 episodes and made it all the way up to season 5, episode 8, I believe. I was productive today. I did some blogging. I started on a very exciting Game of Thrones blog post that will be up on my art blog Sunday. Now I need to go to bed. I will see you tomorrow. just finished season 5, episode 8. What an episode. Especially the ending. There's the first official White Walker battle where you really get to see the strength of the army of the dead. There's a zombie waterfall at one point where they're just flying over this cliff, hundreds of them, and it's insane. The actors that play Jon Snow and Tormund did an incredible job with emotion. Also the creepiness at the end where the Night King lifts his arms and the dead rise. All those people that died fighting are now just part of the army. They've made it bigger. The show is a masterpiece. It is almost 8 a.m. and I am on my way to work. I will see all of you when I get back. I don't know how much reading I'll get done, probably not much, but I'll try and at least listen to an audiobook on the way there, on my break, and on the way back. Okay, it's now 2:15. Just got home from work, like probably about 15 or 20 minutes ago. I feel like I need to address the elephant in the room, or rather the 2 elephants in the room. You've probably already noticed something different about my face. Yes, I did fill in my eyebrows. Before all the makeup artists come for me and tell me what a crap job I did and blah 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 and tell me how to do it properly, please save your breath. First of all, I don't care. And second of all, you're preaching to the choir. When I walked out of the house this morning, I knew how bad I looked, but I didn't have time to fix them. I was at work like this all day. I also came up with several stories to explain why they look this way just in case anyone asked. That I got my eyebrows tinted or microbladed recently and they're just dark and I have to let them fade or something like that. Now I have this on camera and we can just all enjoy this for years to come. Most girls in their 20s have moved out of that Lizzie McGuire phase. Apparently I have not. I am still awkward and I do really stupid things. I'm about to show you something that they remind me of. If you recognize this cartoon, please let me know in the comments.
My angry eyebrows! That someone will be doomed to hold on to their anger forever!
I hope you haven't grown too attached to my 2 lovely friends. I'm just gonna get this out of the way and roast myself. I look like Groucho Marx. My mom tried to make it sound nice. She's like, well, you just kind of look like a young Elizabeth Taylor. No, I don't. I absolutely do not. Say goodbye. There's the difference. I was at work since 8:30 this morning and I didn't get a break till I think like 11. So I went on my phone and people are freaking out about the new Star Wars and I was like, oh, I want to watch it so bad. But I was listening to my audiobook, very important. So just now, 3 o'clock, I was finally able to watch it and oh my god. Star Wars Episode 9, The Rise of Skywalker. What does that mean? Literally seconds in, I had chills all over my body. The scene with Leia hugging Rey broke me. I started crying. By the end, when the title comes up, The Rise of Skywalker, I was just done. I was like, I need to see this movie now. I know there's a lot of mixed reaction to the new trilogy. I love it. I've loved every new Star Wars movie that's come out. The only one I haven't seen is the Han Solo movie. I have nothing bad to say about the entire Star Wars cinematic universe. Old trilogy, new trilogy, new trilogy. I love it all. Don't have any reading updates. I did try and listen to my audiobook, but when I'm not at home, it's hard to concentrate. I think I only got through like 1 chapter. I really enjoyed reading a graphic novel on my iPad yesterday. It just was so fun. I don't know, there's something about it. I don't know if it was like nostalgia or what, but like I just loved it. And now I'm just like, I need to find more graphic novels to read because I'm obsessed. Meanwhile, I have my iPad out and I'm watching Game of Thrones Season 6, Episode 5. I'm way past the halfway point now. I've actually only got a season and a half left after this episode. 15 episodes total. So I'm definitely gonna finish before Sunday. Real quick, I just wanted to pop back on here. Something I forgot to mention about the Star Wars trailer. Lando is back and I freaked out when I saw him. watching Game of Thrones Season 6 on my iPad while I'm blogging on my laptop. Sneak peek. It is 9:37 p.m. Just checking in to let you know that I've done it. I've made it to Season 7. I have the rest of tonight and one day to finish Season 7. And then Sunday, Season 8. This is the point in the show where Cersei now sits on the Iron Throne. I want to vomit at all times. And if a dragon ends up eating her, it will be too kind to death. Remove her crown, whatever it takes.
They looked at us. They looked at me with pale yellow eyes. I remembered Kasha telling me that the first cattle to fall sick had been wolf-bitten. What are you? He began, and then abruptly, we had only one single rose. And it...
Okay, it is 7:45 a.m. and I am heading out the door to work. I'm obviously listening to an audiobook. I don't know if I mentioned this earlier, but I started Uprooted, which is my herbology book. I am 21% done, so not much, but I'm slowly making my way through.
Just a real good thump, right? It would take you 54 degrees, but I wouldn't take my 60 on this one. Moving it up much as you like, and really just do it. We've got to go down, right? There you go. Down on the right level. Oh my goodness. Roll it, Ori. 3 feet away.
Lose possession. Philadelphia will try to break out quickly. The Galaxy do have numbers back. They'll come out the new side of Nagoya. That allow for the Galaxy to get everybody back into defensive position. Be cold this time.
So, sitting here thinking, oh no, it's 1 a.m. I have to go to bed. I can't watch any more Game of Thrones. I'm gonna have to finish the last 3 episodes in the season to complete all 10 for the premiere of Season 8 tomorrow. Season 7, Episode 7 ends with the zombie dragon taking out the wall and the dead walking past. And then I'm just like, why is there no Episode 8? Because that's it. I actually did it. 2 weeks, 7 seasons. Here we are. Quick reading update. The only thing I read today was Uprooted. I listened to the audiobook. I am on chapter 40 and 28% of the way done. I may not finish 3 books this week, but that's okay because the last 2 weeks I won't be watching Game of Thrones. So way more time for reading. At least I got 2 books done this week, and I'm currently working on 2 other books. It is 3:52 a.m. and I am finally going to bed. So tired. It is 5:23 p.m. Just got home like 20 minutes ago. We took my mom out for her birthday after church. We went to BJ's. It was delicious. I thought that Game of Thrones started at 9 p.m. and then I realized that's Eastern time. It starts at 6 p.m., which is only in a little over half hour. I'm just not prepared. Today's just like a huge day. Palm Sunday. I was finally able to physically go to church after several weeks and it felt so good. I don't know, just like reading about Jesus' triumphal entry into Jerusalem. Just something so powerful about it. Probably like one of my favorite passages in the Bible. It was so good, and that's my mom's birthday. And then obviously Game of Thrones premiering after my big rewatch these past 12 days. And then Tiger won the Masters. His first major in 11 years and his first Masters win in, I think, 14 years. This is his 5th green jacket. My whole family is freaking out about it. We love Tiger. My dad loves golf and he loves Tiger. It's actually a little bit emotional. Like, it's just so cool. How many athletes do you know of that, you know, they're in and out of the sport, really up and down, injuries, scandals, blah, blah, blah. 11 years later, he manages to come back and win a major. That doesn't happen to many teams, many athletes. It's insane. Tiger's the only one who gets me excited about golf. The only one. Anyways, that's my update. No reading has been done, and I doubt much reading will get done by the end of the night, but I'll give you one final update to finish out this vlog for week 2. It is 11:45 p.m. I really thought I would end this vlog talking excitedly about the Game of Thrones Season 8 premiere, but unfortunately, I was sitting here blogging, and about like an hour or two ago, I started to get nauseous. And then all of a sudden, I got chills and started shaking, and I got really achy. I just can't get sick right now. Well, I don't like being sick, and I try not to get sick like as much as possible. So I decided the vlogging just has to wait until tomorrow. I have to go to work tomorrow, and I can't get really sick. So I put down my laptop, got ready for bed. I actually had to turn off my room fan and put on socks. I'm actually feeling slightly better right now. I took some cold and flu nighttime medicine, and I'm sipping on some water with emergency in it. I'm hoping for a miracle. I don't have to get up early for work tomorrow, so I can sleep in, and I do plan on sleeping in because, as you all know, I was up till 4 a.m. this morning. I will say I loved the Game of Thrones Season 8 premiere. I know a lot of people were upset because it was a lot of setting up the next, 5 episodes? But, guys, it's not going to slow burn forever. There are only 6 episodes. If there's any slow burn, that episode was probably it for the most part because they have to get going. There's a lot to accomplish in 5 episodes. Obviously, there's a lot going on today. I don't think I read anything. I tried to listen to my audiobook while I was working, but I was too tired and my brain was like, nope, can't multitask tonight. Not gonna do it. At the end of this week, here's where it ended. I finished The Raven Boys, completing my defense against the dark arts exam, 409 pages, and then I finished the Wires and Nerve graphic novel, completing my divination exam, 240 pages. I completed 2 books and read 649 pages. Let's see if I can show you the house points on here. Hufflepuff, 670. Gryffindor, 430. Ravenclaw, 790. Yes. And Slytherin, 390. So cool. Way to go, Ravenclaw. Even though I didn't read a ton this week, I still contributed, and I'm proud of what I did considering all the binge watching I was doing. I know there's going to be way more reading the last 2 weeks. Final push, we're now halfway through. If you enjoyed this vlog, give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to hit the red button down below to subscribe and become a member of my YouTube family. Also, click the bell to turn on your notifications. I will see you in my week 3 vlog.